Hello, it's Fireflower Tarot. It is now March, and actually it's March 3rd as I'm recording this. And my idea was for March, because it's the third month, to do three separate reads. I feel like doing long reads today, and for each of them I'm going to draw one card from each of my 12 decks. So let's do three long 12 card reads. So first off, I always like to let Spirit tell me what signs I'm going to be doing readings for, and I tend to do that by seeing where the rocks fall. So basically the red is rising, yellow is sun, and gray is moon sign. Okay, well, no, let's do that. Okay. I only want to read it if it clearly lands on it. Sometimes I do in-betweens, but I just want clear signs today. If it doesn't land on it, then it might just be limited to less than all three of these, but let's see. Nothing landed on anything. Let's try again. Virgo Sun sign. So I guess I'm doing a long reading for Virgo. Let me write this down. Be number 1. Just trying to get some variety here. Okay, that was like all the way at the top anyways. Ah! Okay, then we have Libra Sun, Cancer Moon individuals, and about for number 3. Just stand up. I feel like I'm so low, I'm not dropping them super low. It's a couple times. Nothing. Let's try again. Nothing still. I'm like closing my eyes as I'm doing this, so I don't know how many times it's gonna take. Sorry. Nothing. Just keep on trucking. Okay, so no rising signs today, that's fine. So last one I got here, got Sagittarius, Sun, and Capricorn Moon. And let's check something really quick. And let's see. I sometimes get these mixed up, so I want to make sure that I understood that correctly. Yep, Sagittarius. Capricorn, beautiful. Libra, Virgo, Cancer. Oh, proud of myself. Okay, got it. Okay, so this is going to be what I'm reading for today. And so I can put the timestamps down, so if you are any of these three, you can go ahead and see where you are in the video, but right now I'm going to get started with Virgo Sun. So let's say that's about 5 minutes. Okay. And I'll do one shuffle for each deck. I'll do, let's see, I have 12 decks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tarot, and that means the other 5 are oracle cards. So I think I can do in the center 5 tarot with 5 clarifying oracles, left kind of as the foundation of whatever issue or story needs to be told, and then the right single card tarot card is going to be like future direction or solution. So based on what I'm going to intuit, it's either going to be problem solution or like present past circumstance and future change, or even future direction. It doesn't necessarily mean change. Okay, go ahead and get started now. I guess this is actually 6 minutes for Virgo. Let's do that. Okay. Oh, actually, no, I have that wrong. 6 are tarot, which means 6 are oracle. Oh, that means that... Okay, let's do this over. So, I guess because I had to think that, it's still going to be from left to right. That is kind of the, problem to solution, or past, present to future direction. But I will have a clarifying oracle for each tarot, so let's just do it like that. Okay. And I'm just going to pull for the top of every card and declare now to Spirit that I am not reading reversals for oracles, so whatever Spirit wants me to intuit from the cards, you're going to have to convey it without reversals of the oracles. Because whenever I don't say it, not whenever, but a lot of times when I don't say it, they give me some funky messages with a lot of reversals, so I just gotta say it as it is, and we both know the expectations that I'm not reading reversals on oracle cards. There you go. I feel like they laugh at me sometimes, hoping that I forget. Where's my... Love this unicorn deck. Okay, almost there. So I'll do the oracles second. I will shuffle the oracles once as well, but again, I won't be reading the reversals. Okay, so it'll be a little hard to see in my frame. Tarot, I do read reversals. Ooh, the light on that one. Just a second. Maybe if I turn off the light. And then it becomes too dark. Okay, that looks better. Alright, so... God damn it, this isn't oracle. Wait, okay, so we got that oracle. I'm not going to change that, but what? I'm missing... this tarot. Okay. So, I guess for the first one, we'll already have the oracles. Start out like that for all you Virgos out there. That was a really weird shuffle. Okay. Okay. 7 of Cups. This is oracle, which means I don't read it reverse. I already declared that. All that glitters is not gold. Look beyond the clouds. Money improvements. That's strange that it says that. Cups, usually it's not so much about money, but it really depends what aspect of money you're thinking about. The cups are an emotional suit. Anyways, so we've got unity, solidarity, core unity, subtrick, that's a weird word, harmony, strength within the collective. So it looks like you're looking at many different options in front of you, but it's going to be more about how to combine them together. I need to see all... For me, actually shorter reads with less cards are easier, so I have to see all the cards at once and see like the thread between them to understand the cohesive message. So I'm going to go ahead and pull them, and as I said, I like to clarify with oracles after pulling the tarot. 3 of Cups, the Empress reversed, 10 of Cups reversed. A lot of cups going on right now. You guys are going going through something very emotional. The Hermit reversed. Interesting. Five of Wands reversed. Okay. Alright, let's see what this means. So, altogether, I should not buy any more tarot decks because I won't be able to fit all the different cards on the screen. Okay, altogether, give me just a minute. Okay, I get a sense of unsettled energy. I get, yeah, problem solution feeling from this. Solution's still kind of like a future direction thing, so I'm not even sure if that's very different what I was proposing on my layout, but either way. So, it's funny. I get like I do get like a little bit of like I get two groups. So the first is like a kind of poly feeling group, as in like polyamorous, and you want everybody to get along to fulfill your best dream, but that's not really going to happen. These women or these feminine energies are not going to allow it, and so you're not going to be able to achieve that dream in the situation with the people that you're in. You have difficulty choosing. God, this sounds like my ex. Sorry. Yeah. You're having difficulty choosing. You want everybody to be together, but that is not what they want. It's not compatible with you. So that's not your dream come true. However, you don't want to be alone either. So you're really here with this feeling of like, what the hell do? I wish that I could just have everything together. Your solution is Five of Wands reversed. You don't want to stir up contentions and fights over what people want, essentially. So you're not going to feed into that, is the solution. So if you want to have everything together, I guess the in this very stark looking card, the feminine energies that you are dealing with right now, kind of like your queens, this is saying, they just seem incompatible with this. You don't want to be alone, but your solution is to not be in a situation where you have these like conflicts of desires from different people. So I think you actually just need to find different people that are more compatible with you. It will suck a little bit. Now I read reverse as the opposite or the extreme based on the context, and the Hermit is a card of like spending time in spending time alone to introspect and to like reflect on things that you need, or wisdom that you need to process. But that sense of also like solitude, I'm also getting a little feeling of that. So you're wanting to avoid having that space. You want to just be with everybody right now, but I think actually you're going to have to kind of separate from these people, take that time to really introspect, and then get into a situation that is not going to have those rivalries. So I think this is really just about you finding people that are compatible with you. I said there was two camps. The second camp is something similar, but I get like with family like you want everybody to be happy together in your family, although they are wanting different things. And if this is showing the Empress in a familial situation, of course it's just feminine energy, but especially because the Empress is the motherhood card, there may be moms arguing, like your mom and your stepmom, or your mom and your mother-in-law, something like that. And I don't know why I don't have like the marriage card here, but I'm almost like the sense of like two moms arguing over how a wedding is going to go, or like how a relationship is going to go, or if a relationship you have or that you want should exist. Anyways, these mothers are in conflict over how something should be, and for some reason you are at the center, wanting to bring everybody together in solidarity, wanting to somehow make everybody's ideas mesh, but it's just it can't happen. So if you're in that case, like the more like dealing with family that just do not know how to compromise, this almost this Five of Wands reverse, because it's like your family that you are given, you know, you can choose your own family, and maybe that's the point that I'm getting to, but the family that you're given is the family that you're given. Like, that is the fact that it is. So it's not like in the previous story that you can change that, like, by putting yourself in a different pool of potential partners. But with your family, it's almost like your way of separating yourself from those relationships of people having rivaling desires and just always sparring over it, is to really just differentiate yourself and lean into this hermit of, I just need to be alone and get to know myself and what I want and move forward with that wisdom, which unfortunately actually does kind of put you into a little Five of Wands energy. And again, I could read the reverse as either opposite or extreme. So I think the solution is going to lead you to a little this extreme, because we know that family that is like always clashing like that, now they're going to clash with you, because you're no longer trying to continually bridge like the gap, this like trying to mend this burning bridge between these people, but now you are just watching out for yourself. You need to like kind of differentiate yourself in this situation. Because of that, it will be a little bit more contentious before you can feel that release of like no longer being involved in that conflict. Okay. Let's do the rest of the oracles. I feel pretty clear on this one though, to be honest. So, the fuck with this? I always get this sexuality card. Well, I think it can mean different things, but I just don't like it because interpreting it well, actually one of these feelings I got does have to do with polyam. Okay, maybe it does fit, but I often get this card in like readings that don't have to do with sexuality. And it kind of gives me more the sense of like where passions lie. I don't know. It's just the fact that the title says sexuality, and sometimes I'm not talking about that. Like, it just makes me laugh. Like, why does this one come out so often? Sorry. Oh, this is wrong. I accidentally pulled a tarot again, but look at that, the Hermit. The Hermit's important for you. I don't have it all down yet, but if I'm not incorrect, I think the Hermit is also Virgo energy, so this is really important for you to lean into your energy then, if that's the case. Don't read those in reverse right now. I'm not sure I'm getting the oracles. Okay, got it. Okay, we already looked at solidarity. So under Three of Cups, we have sexuality. Existing relationships could find a new passion and heighten sexual attraction. Opportunities for marriage and good family life are strong, but if single, beware of temptation that could lead to trouble. A child will also bring great joy. Again, I'm just reading like the general aura from this one because it's a little bit too specific for my taste. But the Three of Cups, the sense I got from this is like this is what you're wishing for, and I think this is just expounding on that. That you wish that like everybody could just see how like beautiful and impassioned the situation can be, and how like united and strong guys can have in like a polycule, or like that your family could be if they could just stop bickering with each other. So this is your desire, which again, like the word sexuality ends up morphing, but this is actually a conflict because this is not happening right now. Protection under the Empress in reverse. So these women are really in an extreme kind of like ownership energy, and defensive for it. Defensive over you if you're in the polyamorous situation, and also defensive of their ego if it is the mother's familial situation. They do not want to open this lock. They want to have a freaking like iron front, and nobody's willing to give in. Under Ten of Cups reverse, we have House 2, physical security, possessions, material values, and self-worth. You're feeling a sense of insecurity that you can't get these things, whether it's you being, again, in a polycule, or if it's that your family can't get along. It's really making you feel insecure in a multitude of ways. This is like your main problem chunk here. So this is where all this heightened emotion with these Cups cards are coming from, because you can't find stable ground right now. Hermit reversed. Yes, just say yes. So I think this is again, for both situations I brought up, you really need to reflect on what you want and go towards that, because continually having to dilute yourself to mold in with other people is not really being your best self, and Spirit wants you to align with your soul, as long as you do it in a way that's respectful to everybody. How they react, is just how they react, but you need to say yes to yourself, and that doesn't mean lying to people to try and get around them and to give them a deceit that makes them have a false sense of reality. You need to put things out in the open as they are, think about what you want, align with that, and move forward respectfully in that. And then so this feeling of, so the wands are a suit of fire, and to have the ocean waves under it, you want to quell that fire. You want everybody to be these conflicts to be washed away, and things to cool down. And I think you can get there, but you really just have to think to yourself about what you want, and then respectfully bring that forward and continue to move forward like this wave is eventually breaking on the shore. Okay. Alright, thank you, Virgo. Next, I'm going to do Libra Sun, Cancer Moon. So Virgo is actually like 6:30. And Libra Sun, Cancer Moon, y'all are going to be about 24. Okay, let me get started. I'll put these cards away. Oh, I have too many decks. What? Sorry. I always put things down and then I'm like, where did I put it? And it's like right next to me. I get like mind blindness to things that are like right in front of me. Going to be me quietly putting these cards back in the deck, shuffling each deck once, and then drawing cards. So if you want to take like a little moment to meditate, maybe give yourself like some meditative taps, if you know what that is, like tapping meditation. Center yourself to receive a helpful message. Okay. Now, no, you keep meditating. I still have to draw the cards. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's number 6? Okay. One shuffle. You keep centering yourself, and then I'll get started when I'm ready. Let's see. Interesting. Oh, this one flew out, so I'm not even going to pick from the top. This is your card. Oh my god, look at that cute little hamster on mushroom. 4 coins. Okay. That is the cutest 4 of Pentacle cards ever. Interesting. Lots of Pentacle. Look at this. 3 Pentacles already. Libra Sun, Cancer Moon. Interesting. Seven of Cups. Second person to get 7 of Cups today. This is for Libra Sun, Cancer Moon, just to remind you. Judgment reversed. And last. The world. Interesting. Your last 2 cards are major arcana, so you're heading into some like very heavy, I'm not sure whether good or bad, but very heavy stick situation right now. Give me just a moment. I just gotta see what message Spirit is trying to send us. World says overseas, trip, money, luck, world in the palm of your hand, new opportunities. Now the world usually is a very positive card. Yeah, okay. Even with these major arcana, I actually get a sense that everything's going and will go okay for you. It's just almost your perspective on the situation and your fear that you're holding on to right now. It's kind of like those memes that you see of like when everything is going good for you and you're looking around suspiciously like what shit is about to hit the fan, like why is it going so good right now? Like that's the feeling I'm getting, but I actually feel like everything is going okay, and that's the message. So 2 of Pentacles reverse, it's like with material resources having some lack of balance, but I don't get the sense of like you financially mismanaging things. I get the sense of you fearing that, because the next card is the 4 of Coins, which like this cute hamster, and I think this is also, you got such a silly card for what I consider usually like a pretty serious card of, I mean this whole deck has silly cards, but 4 of Pentacles usually has somebody with like 4 big coins, and they are like grasping onto them, protecting them, like this is mine, I cannot let anybody have it, I need to defend the little that I have, I do not want anybody to steal this away from me. So in a very silly way, almost like Spirit is laughing at you, trying to tell you like, hey, you don't have to be so serious. You got the version of this with this like giant cute fluffy chunky hamster like hanging on to its presence over its like mushroom house, being like, none of you rabbits better come take my shit, right? but it's understandable. you have a fear of this, but also this black and white star cards give me different feelings. But in this sense, I'm getting like memories. Like, I don't know if you grew up in a household that lacked balance, like maybe a hoarding household, or like insane debt household, or like having gambling parents or something like that, and you on your own path, maybe you just came into some wealth, and or you have something you really want to protect right now, and you're scared of it blowing up in your face, as you have seen in your familial situation in the past. You have King of Pentacles. So yeah, I think you are materially secure right now, but you are so scared of that evaporating. So like, now that you have reached this, I'm sensing you've put a lot of work towards this. You're like feeling like you're walking on a tightrope, like, oh my god, how do I not fall off? How do I make sure that I hold this in my hand and it doesn't slip through my fingers, you know? But at the same time, Seven of Cups, it's like feeling bewildered by many choices emotionally. So I think actually you have like a lot of things you want to invest in, or like adventures you want to have, which take material resources, but you're scared to even drop a penny because you just don't want to mentally get in this zone. You don't want to have any type of like financially related addiction or burden be put upon you. You more than any of these things want the stability that you have, and you're holding on to it like nothing else. But in a way, there's actually a little unstable for you, because you're becoming unstable just with the fear. And I think that that's what this is. This major arcana, or like very serious messages, like the core messages, if you ever get these in your readings. Judgment reversed. I read reverses as either extreme or opposite, and here I feel the opposite, that you're actually having kind of like a lack of reckoning with yourself, a lack of judgment about like processing this fear and where it may have come from, and the things that you may have experienced that cause this fear. I'm not trying to sound weird. I go to therapy, but I feel like maybe you need to go to therapy to kind of process this and learn, instead of clinging on to this, like right now, maybe you're in a sense of like clinging on to orderliness to try and get this, I don't know, OCPD. I don't know if you know what that is. Obsessive compulsive personality disorder, are people that can be like kind of obsessively rigid to control their environment because something in their past, either they felt shame for not being somebody who followed like rules, like they got shamed about it, or some other sense of insecurity. I'm not a psychologist, I don't know that all the way, but for some reason I'm getting the image of OCPD with this. Like, you're feeling that you have to very stringently control things around you and keep them orderly because you do not want to be here. Like, you have that trauma of your past that is bringing you to this like personality dynamic right now, and suppressing part of yourself, because these are beautiful too, like your whimsical desires that may feel a little bit like flouncy with the things that you have. But I think you can, you're actually lacking some judgment, because it's like you're not trusting yourself. It is true, people that go through these type of experiences, witnessing their family having this type of mayhem, it's kind of like with abusers, like some people that are abused become abusers, and some people that are abused, like, just absolutely no, never, like they fear abusing other people, right? And it's just strange ways that life can affect you, but almost like Spirit is saying, like, you need to trust yourself and open up your heart to enjoy life, because if you're trying to protect this so hard, what are you protecting it for? Are you just going to protect it till the day that you die, and then it's just kind of like, what was that even for? Like, you have to also let yourself enjoy the spoils that you have, but trust yourself. Again, you need to reckon with your past, process this. Therapy, I think, is a good idea. And once you reckon with that, I think you will learn that you can trust yourself. And then you will have the true balance. You won't be out of balance with this fear. Like, you will get to enjoy all sides of yourself. Not only that orderliness that you already have, but like letting loose a little bit too. And I think in the end, Spirit is saying you don't have to fear. Like, you've been doing good. You're going to keep doing good. The only thing you have to solve is this fear, but you have the whole world ahead of you, okay? I'm going to take a pause really quick because I have salmon cooking in the oven. And then I'm going to come back and give you your oracle clarifiers. But yeah, I don't want the salmon to burn, and I'm a little hungry. So I'll be right back. Let me fix the lights. This card is still reflecting. Anyways, okay, back. Let's do, for Libra Sun, Cancer Moon, your oracles. House 8, transformation, karma, facing fears and legacies. Oh, consciousness, resurrection, the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Desire, burden, core desire, subtric, abundance. Wow. The more you carry, the slower you move. Again, you're carrying this burden from your past that you need to process and release. It's weighing you down. Signs. Your future positive direction will reveal itself. Any doubts and confusions will soon disappear. So you're in this defensive state now, but Spirit is saying it's going to give you, aside from this, some messages that are going to help you loosen your grip and live a little bit more freely. So be on the lookout for that. House 8, transformation, karma, facing fears, and legacies. Now that you have some wealth, some material security, it is bringing up these insecurities from your past. So this is really the things that are juxtaposed, you now in your past, that you are contending with. Consciousness. You need to not only be conscious of how this past is making you insecure. I think you are conscious of that because that's what the fear revolves around in your mind, but about your own desires, about your own heart, and what would, soothe your emotions. There are adventures and things you want to go on, but again, you have this whole fear keeping them trapped and keeping you from being able to entertain those paths. So you're almost like trying to block this out, but you shouldn't. You should keep it in your awareness and, again, let loose a little bit with this, let loose of the fear and figure out how to process things, and that's going to give you true stability. Under the Judgment reverse, we have Lotus, resurrection. So again, this processing of your past and reckoning with it is going to actually help you renew yourself and bloom completely. And under the World, the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? This Oracle card looks a lot like the Tower. Something about to end. You are going to demolish some things, some scary things, look at this thunder, in order to reach your true culmination of self. So this is really about you overcoming your fear, and watch out for the signs where Spirit's going to help lead you in that direction. Maybe somebody's going to offer to go on a trip, or maybe somebody's going to just offer some kind of fun time to you that you have to make a little bit of investment for it, but you're going to trust yourself that you have everything well and stable enough that you should try to go for it in therapy. Okay, great. So now at, oh, I lost the time because I stopped the video. I'll figure it out later. But the next is, okay, Sagittarius Sun, Capricorn Moon. Let's get going. Again, take the time to meditate while I organize my cards. I do my shuffles. And I lay out the cards. Center yourself. You may be here with curiosity. You may be here with worries. You may be here with happiness, trying to just see what Spirit has to tell you in this good time. But overall, you want to center yourself, open your heart for what type of message Spirit has for you to receive. Just quietly become present, listening to the sounds around you, or you could do a meditation, mantra, tapping, whatever you want to do. Okay, let's get started. Let's take a quiet moment for yourself, away from your phone in the busyness of life. It's for Sagittarius Sun, Capricorn Moon. Fire and earth. Well, that came back out really fast and the same way. Looks kind of intimidating. Last one. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Magician, Major Arcana, Four of Cups reversed, Judgment reversed, Page of Pentacles reversed. So lots of reversals. Six of Pentacles reversed and Two of Wands. Just see what this is. Money fluctuate. Why do I keep saying money with the cups? Typically, money has to do with pentacles, and cups have to do with emotions. Everything can have some crossover, but this is the second cups card today that puts money as one of the first descriptors. Money fluctuations, being offered something you may not want. Okay, let's see. Oh, you're really tired of hustling, aren't you? This is more like your past self before or leading up to now, the Magician. I think this is a big part of you, making things happen. You're always seeing how to make things happen, how to run the magic of your world. And all these middle cards, it's like you've lost your spark. So Four of Cups, reverse. I read reversals as these are the opposite or the extreme. So I think this is the apathy card. And I think somewhere along the line you lost your fire and you're feeling really apathetic. Judgment reverse. So this is the other major arcana. I don't know if something specific happened to lead to this, or you just got burnt out, but Judgment reverse, and the feeling I'm getting is that like you're tired of reflecting on so many things and kind of being critical of yourself in order to like in a way, I don't want to say there's like different types of manifestations. So there's kind of like this peacefully meditating, flowing in the river of life, and letting life bring you manifestations in that way. But this is more like you are taking control of the magic of your world, right? And you're just like, you have to constantly be rowing your own boat, and your arms are tired. I don't know why that's the analogy that came up in my head, but you're just like sick of having to constantly appraise everything. And like I think you're good at it. I can really relate to this. I definitely went through this, where you had to have so much self-control, right? To be successful, even though you are successful. But I think honestly you're just really burnt out. You don't care anymore. It's not even worth it putting in the energy to really think about all these consequences and what you have to do to control them. And the Page of Pentacles is like so the pages are always more like a more younger, possibly immature energy. And Pentacles has to do with like material resources, career, wealth, sometimes sexuality, but I'm not getting that here. I'm getting more like a career feeling. Anyway, so it's like somebody on getting started on their journey to pursue material wealth or career. And you may still be at the beginning of the journey if this page is showing up, rather than like, let's say if Knight of Pentacles came reverse, I'd be like, you've been hustling for a long time, but almost maybe like you're at the start of it and you were really in that hustle mode, but you haven't been doing it that long, but you're getting really freaking burnt out already, and you're just like, I want to throw in the towel. This is not for me. Six of Pentacles reverse is like, Six of Pentacles is like a give and take card. It can mean generosity, it can mean receiving generosity, but that balance of give and take. And I think it's like you're trying to take control of your destiny, and now you're just like, I'm tired. I don't need to keep climbing the ladder that high. It's freaking exhausting. It's the feeling I get. You just don't care anymore because you're just tired. It's too much. And I get it with like, I don't know where you are in the world, but at least from my perspective of American society, like we're a little bit too like expecting everybody to hustle all around. Maybe it's a good thing, I don't want to, I love my country in many ways, but I guess, and grass is always greener on the other side, right? I don't know what I don't know because I only grew up in this country, but sometimes we can have a little bit of a toxic overwork culture, I think, compared to some other countries, and I don't know if you're experiencing that here, or maybe you're even somebody from overseas, from a more laid-back country, maybe a slightly healthier work environment country, and you're like, what is this? This is too much. You're just like sick of it. You don't want it anymore. You thought you wanted it for all the dreams and aspirations you had hoped to manifest, but now you're just like, I couldn't give a damn. This is too much. But your future direction, or I don't know if this is your solution of this like burnt out, having to be this like freaking magician over your life. Two of Wands, so it's really, you need to compare risk and reward of whichever way you want to go. So maybe you decide to change your path. Maybe you decide to stay on it, but don't do either thing without really reflecting on what you want. Because the impulse right now may be like, forget it, I'm sick of it, right? Totally understandable. And it sucks that you have to do a little bit more of this judgment in the middle here, but you're going to have to, you really have to really do a cost, what was it called? Cost benefit analysis of what, so more of that magician mode. Yes, this is a magician, I think, can be a little bit of a fiery energy. I may be incorrect, but that's what I'm feeling right now anyways. The Two of Wands is a suit of fire, and it's like, you're going to have to put in a little bit more of that flame to figure this out. You can't put it all out yet. You may decide to change your path to return to a more calm state. You may decide to tough it out and see how strong you can get in handling this. Not to say that anybody choosing to change their path is not strong, but sometimes it just really is too much. It's like having boulders thrown at you and you're just like, it's too much, right? But whatever it is, you really, again, I know you are so tired right now, you are burnt out, but you're going to have to take a minute to really do that cost benefit analysis, this risk benefit analysis here. Okay, oracles. I don't read oracles in reverse. Potential, wow. Transformation. Interesting. For cultural and family roots, home, peace, comfort. Oh, you are homesick. I can feel it. I get the sense you're not from around here. Or from around wherever this is going on for you. Whether that's super far from home or just like a 30-minute drive to university and you've never been to university, or you've never been in this business market, or you've never been a baker, or whatever it is, but it's just like you don't feel quite at your usual center. Nature. I'm out of space here. Creativity. Release. Okay. 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 For the Magician, you have potential, core mystery, subtrick expectation. I don't know what the hell subtrick means, but yeah, the subtrick is expectation, so another feeling associated with it, I suppose. But everything is within your grasp. Yeah, this is definitely you at the head of the journey. You're like, I want to explore this career option. This is exciting. I want to understand it better. I want to go through this experience, and I'm going to run straight for it. But before you know it, with the Four of Cups, you have transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. I think you coming upon realizations that you don't like X, Y, or Z about this situation. It's really changing your perspective on what's going on, which may hurt at first, but it's helping you align yourself to what you do want, and that's the purpose of exploring the potential of the path you are on. Judgment. House 4, cultural and family roots, home, peace, and comfort. You do feel out of your element. You do not feel at home. You feel alien to this like work, career situation. If you take more time, you may acclimate. Like you may, there could be imposter syndrome going on that's making you feel like you don't fit in, or just like outright people like getting a sense for some of you, people are clashing with you, or just like even being straight up like discriminating against you, and you're like, I fucking hate this, I don't want to stay here. And that is, like, nobody should be asked to go through that shit, right? I feel like some of you are just feeling very dismayed that this is not what you expected. That doesn't mean that it doesn't have worth, because the worth may be in standing up and making the difference, but it will be a long, heavy road. Like, again, like boulders being thrown at you. That feeling like to get through, you have to like freaking walk through a crowd of people trying to stone you. Like, what the hell? Like, I don't. Well, let's see. So, Page of Pentacles, reverse, nature. Interact with nature in the outdoors, around animals, farmlands, or by the ocean. This will be good for the soul and healing for you. Some of you are in like a big city environment right now. And you, like, the uptightness of it is just like not what you were looking for. It's like almost like people are losing their humanity in this setting. It's like we're not all cogs in this like city machine. Aren't we people? Why are we just acting like a giant machine? Like, it's making it feel soulless to you. So you need to find a way to get back centered. Go out to the park. Spend time with your pet. That's going to help you as you think through this. For the Six of Pentacles reverse, creativity. Interesting. Give me a minute. This one's difficult for me to understand. Give me a second. Okay, yeah. You want to climb up the ladder, and there's a sense, again, with this give or take card, you see this man here giving, it could be coins or like crumbs to people around him. And so that can be seen as generosity. But again, when you're climbing up like the rungs of the career hierarchy, you also depend on people giving you those crumbs. And it almost feels like not worth it to have to kind of, the word brown nose, like, that's not what I was thinking in myself, but I guess what Spirit is telling me is like there's a sense of like you have to brown nose to get up the ladder. Like, you just have to like sniff people's asses. Just kind of like it doesn't seem genuine to you. And again, you feel like a lot of the humanity is lost. But a big part of this too, a lot of you were excited for the sense of being able and getting a sense of, like, you know, a big city type of like almost tycoon, business tycoon, entrepreneurial sense, like using your creativity in a way that can benefit you fiscally, but being able to have power in career with your creativity. And you almost feel like you're not even being given the crumbs to do that, and that you have to like sell your soul in order to be able to do that, and it doesn't feel worth it to you. Like, this is part of your humanity too, and all this burnout and not even getting to nurture the part of your heart that gives you that bright light, that gives you the flame to push forward towards success. It's just really kind of being quashed. Is that a word? Quashed? Quelled? Squashed? I don't know. you get what I'm trying to say. But so Two of Wands, I call to compare risk versus benefit. This volcano coming up saying release. Some of you just need to leave. Some of you need to leave. There's three things that I get from this. Some of you need to make that risk benefit analysis, but that's more of like a, how am I strategically going to get out of here? And you already know that you're going to get out of there. You just need to not do it super impulsively. You need to do it in a way safe for you, although the volcano looks like really impulsively, right? This is what you want to do. But you really need to balance that out. Use, again, that magician sense and that judgment one more time to control the fire. Controlled release, okay? Second thing, some of you want to explode at someone. Like, it's not just about leaving. It's like some of you just want to, like, let the train go off the tracks with all the thoughts and resentment that's building up in this situation or about this system. Again, consider the cost versus the benefit. I think you might want to restrain yourself a little bit. But as I said too, you decide the path. It might be worth it to release. Maybe you really got to unload on somebody, but no matter what it is, you got to have some strategy. Don't just let it pop off. Like, you need to, you're going to have to think about the risks and benefit of however you want to approach it. Whether that's to, like, hold it in, or whether that's to, like, you have to unload on someone. And this might not just be, like, out of anger. This might be just, like, all your pent-up emotions you need to vent to somebody. So this could also be, like, therapy. I'm a big proponent for therapy. So, or, like, a family member. Actually, yeah, this could be, like, you need to unload it onto your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your friend, and they're going to help you find that perspective. Whether you have to unload on somebody, whether you got to get out of there and just like release yourself from the position, it would be good for everybody to unload those feelings on a trusted support person first, and then help them, or listen to them as they help you consider how to approach the situation. I thought I had one more feeling for this. Give me just a second. Unloading your thoughts, releasing yourself from this job. Was this the third one? I don't know. For those of you wanting to stay, but that feels so unhealthy. Sorry, wait. Some of you want to stay and just want to literally burn yourself out even more. And that's what this release of fire is, like just going full freaking steam ahead. And just letting it all erupt just as long as you can get through. And again, the solution to this is a cost-benefit analysis. You really need to consider how to approach this, because this may not be good for you. You're just going to burn yourself up in a way that you will never be the same. It may be okay for you to stay, but understand that this may change you if you do. It may be still okay. You're going to reach success. You're going to deal with a lot of wounds, you know. You're going to be very strong and resilient at the end. And there will be good things that come with that. Again, you can stand up for yourself, make your mark in that community, and help open it for people after you. But just know that you're never going to be the same. And that's okay, because that's the dynamism of life too, right? Volcanoes erupt in the real physical world and, you know, change the landscape. It may have turmoil, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. But just expect those changes, and expect the heat that you have to traverse through on that path. And as long as you can think about those things and the costs you will incur, the risks that you may face for further costs to incur, but also in the face of the benefits, you may choose to go full steam ahead. But altogether, don't do it impulsively. As burnt out as you are, you need to take steps to be strategic, but take peace in knowing that instead of being for this system or this fucked up situation right now, that this extra work that you have to do to really strategically think through this will be for you. Okay? So be a little selfish with this, but in a controlled manner. Okay, well, that's all. Really good messages today. I feel really connected with Spirit. I've had a lot of anxiety before, so sometimes it's hard for me to just kind of like freely, flowingly read, but I feel like I was really there with this one. So, yeah. I hope that helped you guys. This is Fireflower Tarot, and just hope you guys have a beautiful March, okay? No matter what's going on. Like, even with all the crap we go through, let's also be grateful for the good things that we have, because that's what's going to get us through that crap. So, mwah! Have a great day. Kisses to you all.